Yeah, this is Khati Khati. Last time I told you we're going to show you the complete procedure of doing Khati Khati. Today, you discover how to do it. Everything will be done inside here. So, if you take a look that way, that's the main ingredient of Khati Khati, this fowl. Normally, what we always do is, if you have this traditional fowl, what we call country fowl, is the ideal. But since we're not able to lay hands on the country fowl today, we'll be using that one. For those who are too emotional, who would not like to go through the process of the slaughtering, seeing blood, and so far, we're going to cut that part. So right now, we'll slaughter this guy here. No, it's a girl, that's a female, that's a chick. So we're going to slaughter it. After the slaughtering, we'll continue. Don't go away. Our chicken has already been slaughtered. The fire is made, so what we're going to do is remove the feather, burn off all the feathers now. For some people, what they do is, rather than burn off the feathers, they'll use hot water. They boil water, then they peel off the feathers. But for us, we want to retain that African taste. So burning it gives that African taste of the chicken. So we're going to see how far we have gone with the roasting of the feathers. So I arrange a place here, leaves, so I'll use now to do a little bit of scraping. So this process will help me to identify some of the areas that still have feathers. So after the scraping now, if there are still areas with feathers, I'll go back again now to the fire and finish burning all of them off. Yeah, so most of the feathers have already burned out, but we'll just do it one more time again over the fire to have the remaining feathers completely burnt out. After this stage, we'll go to dissecting. We'll open, remove all the intestines and everything inside. Remove the remaining feathers, and we've done the partition in the slicing. But when you look at the chicken, it still has a little bit of, although from here we can move on, but I think it's still wet. So what I want to do is to remove some of the water by drying it again over the fire. So I'm going to quickly plate this intestine, so add them also on the fire. Alright. So while we're waiting for the chicken to get dry a little bit, I'm going to proceed with arranging the spices for the frying of the Khati Khati to make it really tasty. So we'll see you after. Ciao. Welcome back. You can see our chicken is already dried somehow. Most of the water is already out from it. And like we told you before we went on break, that when we come back, we would have prepared our spices already. So there we have tomatoes, or you can better still call it tomato. Here we have ground onion. There we have ground garlic, and then we have manjo that way. Then we'll need some palm oil. Yeah, palm oil. Seasoning, we call it Maggi, and then we'll also need some salt. So those are the things that we'll need for the preparation of this special dish of Khati Khati. Okay, I'll prepare my pots. Just for the record, Khati Khati is actually a dish from the northwest region of Cameroon. We have a good number of villages across the northwest that it is special delicacy. Yeah, so we'll be making it not only for those in the northwest, but for everybody in Cameroon, everybody in Africa, and why not any other person anywhere in the world who like to taste good African dish. So this is a firewood kitchen. The smoke, it just makes it interesting. You can see me fuming inside it, and that's actually what will give the taste of that Khati Khati. So our pot is dry. I'll pour in some oil. This is palm oil. We'll have some palm oil inside, and we'll just leave the oil to get hot. We're not going to bleach it. We're not bleaching it. We want to retain that redness of it and the taste of the palm oil. When it's bleached, you no longer get that taste. So our oil is almost hot. We'll introduce all the spices. We'll start first with the tomato. Remember, we're not going to use even a single bit of water. The water that will cook the chicken will come from the tomatoes. So now we're going to introduce directly our chicken. So with our chicken introduced, I'll put in salt. Not too much, because we're also going to add some seasoning. So beside the pot, across the other side, you can see there it is what we call country fowl. So that's a hen. So mother hen is on her eggs. So she's trying to make them hatch. So use 3 cubes. I'll stir. So I'm going to leave it now to cook for about some 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So we're going to check to see how far the cooking process has gone. I'm really very anxious to see how the inside of the pot is. Are you anxious too? Let's discover right now inside the pot. The magic it's inside. Wow. I think I'm happy so far with the progress, but the tomato still needs to cook again. It's impressive. Look at the pot, look at the inside. I need to be sure that the salt and the seasoning and everything is it makes sense. We're going to leave it to cook again for another 10 minutes so that the tomatoes should be well cooked. So now we're going to confirm to see whether everything is ready, but I'm very confident that it's already ready. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think the tomatoes and all the spices, yeah, I think it's tasting time. You can hear in the background the voice saying that daddy. That's my daughter. I think she's also hungry and she's ready to have a taste of this. It's ready. Let's meet during the eating time. Remember, Khati Khati is served with corn fufu and Njama, the original Njama. Let's meet very soon. You really get the taste of this Khati Khati. As you can see, fufu corn has been served. That's Rena already having a blow, serving a very heavy blow to that Njama. I'm Rena, please for the spoon. Okay, so I'm going to put her on Njama inside here, and we'll dish our own small soup. Yeah, that is it. So I'll reserve her own chicken, her own KhatiKhati, so that she'll be able to concentrate on her food. As for me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. How is it going to taste? Let me see. Mm. Let's get the KhatiKhati itself. Mm. Mm. My father and my mother. Make something ever sweet so. I think you should try this sometime at home too. Ciao, see you for the next video shoot.